Hello, strange tubers, and welcome back to Things Get a Little Weird. While BlueAnkylo Let's Plays Fire Emblem Cerulean Crescent, a Fire Emblem 8 Sacred Stones Romhack made by Rivian or Arvian. I almost got everything. Welcome. We're still playing some music from Overclock Remix, Final Fantasy VI, Balance and Ruin. Seems pretty chill. That's one of my favorites, so I'm enjoying it in the background. Still playing a little bit on super speed from time to time, and enjoying the story and the mechanics, but trying to keep the pace moving along. I hear all the young people, they like their shorts, their 1 minute videos, and their TikToks, and their I don't know what all the kids do these days. I'm always going to be a generation behind, I think. WhatsApp and WeChat. I don't know. Just put two words together. YouTube. WeChat, I speak, they watch, copyright, someone patented. Anyway, let's get back into the game. Chapter 13 today, right? The puncture. All right. So, Ellery going up to Inon to get revenge, I think, if I remember correctly. Meanwhile, Orin is captured. Expedition log. Encountered minor spatial distortion. Wait, what? Is this Star Trek? Leader alone claimed to hear voices in the walls and cancelled exploration. Result. Recommend further investigation and change in expedition leader. Oh, fired. It could be a sign of artifact hotspots. Expedition 3. Who cares about number 2? Expedition finds traces of the old world. Expedition is waylaid by unknown attackers and is forced to retreat after casualties. Result. Acknowledgement of greater threat than initially thought. Recommend improved unit quality and priority for exploration. Expedition the 6th. Expedition has 3 survivors, each with contradictory accounts of death. One recounts cave-in, another mutiny, and third supernatural interference. All seem to be sound of mind. Result. Costs begin to outweigh any benefit, but the answer must be found. Note from Archsage Ulok. Researcher Cornelius has wasted time, resources, and personnel for no purpose other than to satisfy his own curiosity. I forward that these operations be shut down and redirected towards my projects. Archsage Ulok. It's a little bit like reading one of those SCP articles from ages ago when they started them. When you just have like varied reports and like unreliable narrators. Lots of fun. I think they're just talking about the workshop though, right? Just how difficult it was to breach. Some skeletons here in this cave. Yeah, this is awful. I hate it down here. This does look a little familiar. Something weird is going on. No one forced you to come down. Maybe, you know what? The logs at the beginning might not have even been the workshop. They might have literally been the mines below Irindi, because things are going weird. Anyway, no one forced you to come down. Then quit your yapping. You lost your right to complain. Only I can complain, because I'm old. Let the guy vent his frustration. He's not hurting anyone. He's hurting me. I only allowed to complain and whine. Young people aren't allowed to complain. Your bones aren't as brittle as mine, and you don't have arthritis, so shut it. Yeah, what do you mean, just shut it. Infamous anomaly? What? I thought this was an Irindi mine. Oh, so the vlog really was about the puncture. I was not paying attention when I played last time. You don't know? This is the puncture, infamous for all sorts of bizarre happenings. This is common knowledge. Come on, Captain. Look, I'm not from the Crescent. I don't have this knowledge, and the viewers at home that are watching us, they don't know. Even the Let's Player that's voicing me has no idea what's going on. I'm also... You don't count. Just because you researched it, it's different. You've stuck with us for so long, I've nearly forgotten. Then just explain. Because the person with the glasses has to do the exposition. Well, of course, I do have a bachelor's degree in anomaly research in the puncture, so it just so happens that I am the foremost preeminent expert on this place. Long story short, there's plenty of foolhardy adventurers who return with tales about the puncture, anything from items appearing where they shouldn't be, to hearing the voices of the deceased. Of course, there's a few that never return, or worse, return as undead. But that happens everywhere. Even just one spooky forest with some dark lights, and oh, they're haunted, the trees tried to eat me. Oh, my wife disappeared. It was the forest goblins that did it. Totally not me. Let me get this straight. This place has a history of terrifying incidents. And Irindi decides to build a mine in the middle of it. Are they mad? Yeah. The puncture is rich in ore and gems, and if there's one thing that drives men to madness, it's profit. Considering Irindi's miners have remained active in the mines for so many years, either much of the tales are made up or the puncture is not so dangerous. And there's no free meal when it comes to what the gods leave behind. Mark my words, eventually they'll be met with a horrific fate. Because he's going to kill them probably, right? They're blasphemers. They might find an artifact down here from the old world, so he has to come kill them. He's the worst. Well, no wonder Nerissa asked us to bring the Seahawks here. I thought we'd be rescuing miners from a cave or something. Now you're telling me anything could be on the table? Hey, wait, doesn't this tunnel look a little familiar? Yes! What about it? Are we going in circles? No, like, you remember back on that island in episode 2, chapter 1? You know, when we were all chased by, yeah, the first expedition. The crates are even exactly the same place. Weird. That is a funny coincidence. You sure you're not just seeing patterns where there aren't? Yeah, I don't believe in coincidence. No, especially given where we are. Didn't Tara and I fight those exact same two undead when we were running? Yeah. You know, now that you mention it, I don't like what this could be suggesting. Is this a time loop? Are these two locations connected by a spatial time anomaly? Is there a wizard that did it? I remember the tunnel vividly. Every part of my body hurt. My legs were like pudding. And then Pomelo came through the entrance and said, "Gotten! I have..." Wait, why is everyone looking so worried? Did something happen? No, I just came to report that the crew is sweeping the area. Still haven't found the miners. Whew, he gave us a scare. Did I miss something? Nothing important. Maybe being underground is just getting to me. Still haven't found them? Maybe the developers of the game were just a little lazy and they reused some mapping just to save a few minutes of time and then probably spend twice that writing the dialogue. No, but my crew has been catching up on the history regarding the puncture. Seems like a dangerous place to be mining. I've heard the stories as much as anyone else, but I've seen little tangible evidence. On the other hand, all the iron, silver, and gems mined, a major contributor to Irindi becoming one of the coastal powers. And nothing of note happened in all these years? There's been some isolated reports, but none of that warranted serious alarm. Besides, miners die in the mines all the time. Haven't you heard about black lung and cave-ins and collapses and canaries and stuff? We don't even bring canaries. We just let them die. So mines are just dangerous. You don't need supernatural. They're already one of the worst places to be. Until now, that is. You should have better informed me regarding the circumstances. I have little idea what we could be facing, so pay up more. There isn't much I can inform you about. Most of it comes from hearsay. I fully believe this is an ordinary mining accident and not something otherworldly. And there it is. That's a perfectly explainable earthquake/cave-in that typically kills half of our miners. Every time you dig a new tunnel below another tunnel, there's a decent chance that we don't put enough supportive structures in and it all collapses down. It's totally normal, and we're just about to... Yeah, tunnels are collapsing behind us. Move, move, move. Maybe we shouldn't talk about it so much. Meanwhile, back in the other place... So, our plan is settled. Sequoia's crew will take the guild outpost in Lake Lutgir. I don't know how to say that one. While Unari's and my forces on land will strike Yalanzar from opposite sides. My cormorants, more birds, I think. Yeah, why are all... I guess in real life there's a lot of people, like, factions and stuff named after birds. I think they do it just to spite me in video games, though. This is why I like Gecko. Just a friendly little lizard. I've seen geckos. They're cool little dudes. Chill. They just hang out on the wall mostly and eat bugs and stuff. Cormorants, I don't know. Probably flying around, stealing your pizza. Anyway. Yeah. The John Fisherman Clan Alliance will be finished by breakfast. I have no further objections, save one last thing. We must send an envoy to Irindi to explain the situation and promise the safe return of their chief. That might be a good idea, or else they're just going to invade you, yeah. The lady speaks sense. I can only juggle so many enemies. I'm sure I could ease their worries with honeyed words. But alas, I cannot be in 2 places at once. I see little need. What can they do? Swing pickaxes in mild outrage? Oh, this guy. But I suppose it can't hurt. We should send someone of decent rank even, to assure them of our sincerity. Perhaps I should send my lieutenant. What skilled diplomats could either of you have in your employ? I'll just send one of my knights. This is a delicate situation. Are you sure your knight can properly resolve it? Of course. Unlike you commoners, my knights are raised with the finest education in speech and diplomacy, like Monsieur BlueAnkylo, who can speak with finesse and... yeah, who am I kidding? Hellas knows if that education went through to you. Well, see you later. I'm off to the lake. Let us meet again after glorious victory over the guild. Glorious victory, even. Yeah, may Ellis be with us. Whoever she is. Some random girl that killed all the gods, I guess. Ellis may be with us, but the sect certainly won't. Ow, my head. Why are we in hell? I mean, underground lava place with sulfuric fumes and demons. What a terrible sleep. Because it was. You got knocked by a falling rock. I carried you the rest of the way. Hopefully I wasn't too heavy. You weren't. Actually, it was your backpack that was heavy. Consider not carrying your entire livelihood with you next time. Look, I want to carry 200 lances, and you can't stop me. Only my backpack can carry 200 weapons. Nobody else can pull that off except the wagon, but he's not here, maybe. I will consider it. Why is it so hot, by the way? Actually, what is this place? We appear to be in a ruin from the old world. In other words, death trap. Sure, this place has been cleaned up, given how long you operated the mines? That's what worries me. I never heard about this place. We still haven't found the miners either. That's worrying. I believe a more important matter is at hand. Our entrance is blocked. Tempted to tell you to knock me out again, and wake me up when it's over. I guess we'll just find another exit. I'm starting to suspect there's more to this puncture than I assumed. I'd rather not have found out firsthand. Well, I plan to survive whatever this is. And so we will try. I have good news. Lindros discovered 3 switches that control the entrance. And I have bad news. Look over there. Is that a person? I wish it was. Look a little closer. It's a bit uncanny, almost like imitating a person. It's a soul hive. The way they burst out of the flesh, I'm gonna remember that one. Please don't describe it again. Needless to say, we have a problem. Yeah. Like we do with all our problems, we put it down. Kill it. Well, we outnumber that thing by far. Shouldn't be too hard. Famous last words. 500 reinforcements appear. ... indeed. Oh no. I've not been surprised in decades, but what in the name of Ellis? Well, that's us. Well, not... Wait. Usually, we start at the edge of the map, not in the middle. In the middle of the map is where all the villains are. Who arrived? I don't know what twisted remains of the old gods enabled such things. But what I do know is I have an axe and something to use it on. Captain, defend the switches. We can't allow those things to escape. If they could imitate our forms, Ellis knows what they could do. Seahawks, hear me! We won't be defeated by cheap imitations. Hmm. So who are we fighting? And who are we controlling? Yeah. Isn't that something? We also got some ghosts. No big deal. Some of these little phantom dudes. They're fine. Don't worry about them. Be more afraid of, like, Franciscas and Talons. Those guys are more dangerous. Heck, there's a sword saint with a fancy stabber over here. I think at the very least they don't have our skills, so could be worse. Yeah, it's the mirror map. We're going there. So we do get 13 units. That's pretty good. That's pretty close to what I want. I don't know if I want to keep using Whipjack. Who's new? Oh, there's so many people. I definitely wanted to bring Tassel, right? He seemed pretty awesome. Whipjack, you're gone. Tassel, you're in. And he's like convoy, staff, and super bow. So like that's not bad at all. You know what? I think... What level is he? He's level 13. Okay, he's already pretty high level. Who's my lowest level that I want to use? Sword. I mean, I could try Asiel. Did I give her... I did not give her any. I think I meant to. Yeah, okay. Let's go to... I think I keep forgetting, and I really regret it, because I'm possibly missing out on stats. The worst possible thing to miss out on. But we had an aged wine, right? And I just forgot about it. So, let's use that. This is definitely committing to using Asiel, but she is a fairly low level, so she gets maybe more value out of it. But we're getting to the point in the game where those aged wines are worth less and less. But alright, we gotta do some preps. Do we have anything else? We could go food for HP. There's speed. I need to hold on to one coffee, though. I can't sell that. We could get some luck, some resistance. I could do the monster thing by now. I could give that to the same person I give the luck cookie. Actually, you know, I'm just going to give it to the bird. Not that the bird needs much. I will give you. The bird is already crazy strong. But, it's a monster. You can eat a monster. This was a mistake. It's so dumb. But, I don't think the bird... The bird's got decent luck growth anyway. Might as well take that strength. I think it's worth it. The speed's gonna cap, but sure. Who else gets as much value from one strength than Vermilion? So I think we've given him +2 strength so far from items. So he's definitely like not doing amazing on the growth rates, but I guess so. 14 level ups. He went from 0 to 6 naturally. What's 40? Well, we'll just round it up to 50% of 14. He should be at 7 base strength. Slightly less than that, because 5% less on average. And then +2. So I guess he's pretty close to average strength. He may be just a little bit below. I think. Pretty sure he started with 0. But the movement is great. So he's doing fine. What else do I want to give out? Chickson is great. I guess I should just finalize who I'm bringing. I think I'm going to try to commit to bringing Basil. I don't know if he's good or not, but I want to give him a shot. There is someone else that uses dark magic, though, because that's Nerissa. Now, if I bring Nerissa, she does get leadership bonuses, but I'm not... I can't bring everyone. It's just impossible. I don't have Orange, so she doesn't get her support. She can use... She's a bit of a Jagan in that sense. I think she counts as pre-promoted, sort of. So it's like, consider her level 15 for experience gain. Magic is bad. She is probably the ultimate support in terms of staves. Like, the ultimate staff support. She can S-rank everything magically, but her stats are a bit on the low end. So I think I commit to not using Nerissa. Sorry, Nerissa. Dune? Oh, I definitely didn't use Dune either. I mean, there's more units that I didn't use than I did use. Personal weapon with speed, so very high speed. Strength growth isn't going to be that great. Their skill only lets them move fast, but that can be pretty nifty. I don't think I'm going to use them, but I'm trying to make a case for it, but it's hard. time, I think I'm not bringing. Again, I value killing a lot more than weird tricks. And she does kill mages. And there's another leadership star. I mean, to be fair, the more leadership stars you put in your group, I mean, it does help. It's just... I also don't rely on Avoid very much in terms of my playstyle. This gives me more nice tomes for my other mages too, so... Murky, I would really like to fit in, but I kind of have too many staff wielders right now. Specifically banning Quillin and Rohesia Tower. Talon is obviously... Well, I don't know if I have to say obviously, but he is very good. But I used him my first run a lot, and I'm giving him a break. Yosef never impressed me. Yvette is fine. But I think Talon might be better. Maybe. Pomelo is fun too. Definitely nothing wrong with him. Marlowe's a lot of fun. These guys, there's so many good units. Why can't I just use them all? John, I don't think I like, actually. He is like the easiest bench, because he's just generic. He is fast and he regenerates, but there's nothing else to it, right? I could have made him so much more interesting with different picks. So we'll skip him. Riker... Definitely very offensive in terms of killy. Kind of a one-trick pony. Oops. I think I've committed to not using him. And unfortunately for Raylan, she gets benched at the same time, because I actually gave her the growth one, so that sucks. And I do like her free healing ability, but she just has such a hard time killing anything. So she's out. Whipjack. Strong, does a lot of damage. Doesn't impress me enough. Every chapter we get more units. The bar gets higher and higher. It's harder and harder to bring them. So I think everyone down here I've basically decided I don't want, except like maybe Murky. But I don't need her right now. I can also just clean out my inventory a little bit, just so I can access it from the convoy if I need it, which is not very likely. If you want to see these other units, please play the hack. It's great. So, who's the lowest on the totem pole? I really do like having at least one flyer. But, you know, the sword kind of counts as a flyer anyway. I'll keep Francisca around, but she definitely needs to get some strength ups to stick. She might be one of my weakest units. I think Athiel's on the weaker side, technically. But she's got her log, which does pretty good. Okay. I think I'm fine. You know, I know Lindros isn't all that strong either, but let's give him one of our better tombs than a Broken Thunder. You could have... So, Tornado is B rank, very speedy, so it's just wind but better. Or we could give him the Brave Weapon that doesn't do much damage, but he has very high magic, so I think this is actually really good for him. He's a slow mage with, like, he's a hard-hitting slow mage, so Brave Weapons I think work really well for that combo. He's never doubling normally, or very difficult. Even with the speed tomes, it's hard to get his speed high enough to double, I've been finding, unless you get lucky speed gains. So I think he does better with Brave than he does with just plus speed and try to double. Like, low damage plus speed is probably not as good as high damage Brave. Staves. I actually don't know if I want rescue staff in here, because technically Ellery or the new archer wagon guy, whatever his name is, they can just convoy it out in a pinch, so it doesn't have to be stuck on one unit. They can just grab it whenever they need it if it's in the convoy, and then I can save someone or warp somebody. So I kind of want to keep the staves on Chalice to just regular stuff. It actually might not be bad to have a couple status staves, just because we're fighting ourselves this time, and yeah, we're pretty strong. So Oriana still got useless vulnerary, I don't even know what I'm thinking. Pain Pastry. It only gives defensive stats. I was going to say, does this give us more strength? We could give it to the bird. Is there any sword she could use? She's definitely more of a magic swordsman. Oh, that's right. We picked up this the slash. I should give that to somebody. Very, very strong sword. Gecko. You don't even need it, really, but... It is a... Would I rather give her the Brave Sword? Or just a regular Iron Sword, the most boring of options? I gotta try to preserve her Wind Sword, because I can't really afford to buy those all the time. I'll go with the Dislash, I guess. I'll try to use the good stuff, even if my brain is telling me to preserve it for later, basically, always. Like, is she not C rank, or she's not B rank yet? Oh, well, I'm sure she'll get there soon enough. Single weapon type users don't take very long. And I don't have any other... Oh no, I do have Super Flux. We might as well take Super Flux. Got axes, hammer, spell cleaver. You were missing the switcheroo weapon, whatever we call it. The we don't have any. The one that reverses the triangle, so I'm just don't have enough. Also, can't even use the Brave Axe. Well, it is A, I suppose. Just thinking of what I want her to have. I guess she can have all the custom weapons. She generally just one-shots, basically, so she doesn't generally outspeed anyone to double, pretty much ever. So she just flies over, gives herself a defense boost, and tries to kill somebody in one hit. So, you know, anti-mage, armor, or horse units, and we have some of those, so sure. There's the Axe Reaver, decent set. Tassel can just switch his bows out. Alright. Might as well take a sword. I mean, I guess she kind of seems like a rapier. There are enemies that will be weak to rapiers on the enemy team. Alright, I think that will do. Let's have a quick look at the map. Check our formation. I don't think we're in a huge rush this map. There are definitely some things to worry about, like evil Pomelo blowing us up from long range or using a halberd to kill us. So we definitely have to take this map a little bit slow. Luckily, they're not literally as strong as us, but they are still very dangerous. Blue is nodding his head. Because they get, like, our entire roster, I think. And their chicken is slightly different than our chicken. Weird. Has a different name, even. Why is there a blue chicken? Why is it approaching at rapid speed? Yeah. We'll have to have our chicken deal with their chicken. That's the only way. Actually, it might be cool if you have everyone... No, you couldn't. I was thinking you could have everyone kill their own, like, mirror image, but the, probably won't work. I wonder... The valley has a unique name. Maybe I should try to fly someone over there, because I don't think I tried that last round either. I believe there's some good secrets on this map that I've missed. So keep an eye on those runes and weird bits. But yeah, we gotta get to the red switches, and I think that opens up a path behind the throne. Well, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so for turn one, I mean, we probably should try to get a nice Ellery kill, maybe get 1 or 2 sword kills. That's about it. I guess technically, if Chalice starts here, that provides a defense down. So that's kind of a neat trick. Speedy units in the back. I don't have as many speedy units as I normally like. I've been benching all my cavalry and flyers. So I've got speedy wagon, speedy-ish flyer, and speedy bird, but not much else. So keep that in mind. I'm a little bit slower than I'd sometimes go, but I think we'll be fine. It's Log. She just gets a free Log summon. Alright. That's everybody. We're all ready to go. So there's a lot of these weird little souls. I guess they're not terribly dangerous. They do get some skills, though. Provoke doesn't matter, but Pass could be dangerous if I try to do a defensive line. Fortunately for me, I almost never do defensive lines in this hack, so nothing to worry about. So I would like maybe Gecko to kill and then kill again. We could... There probably is a way to get to the Hive on turn 1, and that would stop some reinforcements, I think. But I don't know if it's worth that much hassle. Is it... How dangerous is it to zoom up there? I think if we attacked... Could we kill it in 160 HP? 13 speed? I don't... We might be able to double with the frying pan. Yeah, the frying pan would double. That's only 20 base damage. We would need a crit. Oh yeah, 13 defense. Okay, that's going to be pretty hard for her to do solo. So I don't think we try to rush all the way here on turn 1. But if I can kill most of the souls on turn 1, I think that's what I'll do. And we gotta try to stay out of the way of evil Francisca. So, ranged attack maybe. Evil Talon. There's not a lot of safe spaces beyond here. But on the right, we're good for... Until we get in here, I think we're pretty safe. And evil Lindros doesn't move. Luckily, they don't use their lunges and stuff, so... Okay, yeah, so plan will be... Maybe, like, from here... Seahawk kill, if I can pull that off. Flag kill. Because then I can refresh 3 people at least, plus herself. Now, I could try to go for a javelin kill and refresh 4 other people, but then she can't refresh herself. So, what's better? I don't know. But I was hoping the sword could get 1 or 2 kills on turn 1. So, we're just going to do that. Get stabbed. These guys aren't that strong. That's a bad level. Sorry there. Monsieur Sword. Let's... We could get Francisca to kill this one via a dance. I think that's probably a good idea. Just one less thing that can flank us. She'll need to use her Francisca. And she might just be the one I use to go deal with Pomelo. There you go. There you go. Strength is good. Strength is good. I can't remember if he can shoot that far. Okay, hold on. Cheating. Because I could have checked in advance. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I guess he doesn't actually move. So if you stand right here, he can't hurt you. Interesting. So if you had a range 2, which we do, what about this? Okay, this guy would move. This is evil Marlowe, basically. But if you could kill Marlowe and Kanto into the spot Marlowe is in, you'd be still in trouble. Never mind. There's still some units that can move. Yeah, there's some problems with that plan. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Krinya, you're very, very strong. I still think I'm going to go for the chain here a little bit. Not enough damage. Oh, right, because it uses a sword. Or, like, we use a sword, they use a lance. So we'll do Reaver. Unfortunately, I don't have very many of those, and I'm burning through uses, but... Yeah, I think if we can kill this at least on turn 1, we're making really good progress. Can Oriana solo the weird thing? Totally. Yeah, nothing to worry about there. So if those 2 are dead, this guy's too far away. This guy's too far away. I think we'll be pretty safe. I mean, we might want to be in range of them. How strong are they? Just a sword. I mean, that's 30 damage. That's a pretty big hit. Okay, let's not give them a free hit. I guess we'll just use the frying pan. It's fine. I was hoping to get a crit there, but, you know. You know how it goes. Fancy stab. Pretty good weapon, too. To be fair, Gecko would have a good time with that, but... Maybe we'll give it to her later. I don't know. It is B rank. Has she got B yet? Oh, fuck, yeah. To say the least. Alright, so the rest of the team was planning on getting refreshed. Can we kill Encanto here? And then maybe we can kill... Actually... Man, this guy's so fast. Vermilion, you're incredible. 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attack. 11, 12. So we can't get back to here which is where I was planning on doing the refresh. So we just park here, get refreshed, probably kill and then Kanto down or something like that. Yeah, and someone else can kill that, I think. Maybe good for Tassel with 7 movement, plus giving him a free turn lets him synthesize something. I did do a little bit of experimenting with these. These items actually, he just creates an item. You can, he has to store it in his inventory, so he has to put away one of his bows. But Temper Tonic, at least I did test. It gives you a thing that makes, it's like a 1-2 range, I think. It's like a hand axe that doesn't deal damage, but it makes the enemy inflicted with the berserk effect or something. Like it's weird, but I do like the strong serum from what little I've tested, because that just gives him the attack bonus, which everybody likes doing more damage. All right, let's. Oh right, we still need to actually. Yeah, of course. Krinya might be too strong, but let's see. Yeah, wait, too strong. What about like Basil? You're nothing too crazy, right? Yeah. New Flux, too strong. Old Flux, pretty good. So we'll just stay out of range. Oh, that yeah. He's actually convenient in some sense because you do have, he can do chip damage a little bit easier like that. And 15 is just so happens to be exactly what we need. So that'll do. Unless he crits, but he'll never crit. 2%. That'll never happen when I don't want it to happen. All right, and that way we get a kill. We get 4 total refreshes, which is a good deal. And we are just in range there. And just out of range here. So Tassel could kill that one. I mean, he can do a lot of things. Actually, I think Chickson... Can you kill with a wave? Oh, yeah. Do I want to use... So, I would like to lure some of these guys down sooner, right? Because it's going to be very hard to get in range. Ignores defense. See, that's the trouble. The Francesca is very, very dangerous. I was thinking of leaving the sword in range of only her just so that she would move. But he doesn't get to use his defense bonus, which is rough. But he does have 26 hit points. Which means he dies. Because she does 28 damage. Yep. Maybe we will have... Yeah, okay, this is the plan. Mince, who still has good defense, but it won't help. He could swap... And we could position him in a place where she has to throw the axe, and she won't kill Mince in one hit, because he's got lots of hit points in addition to his defense. And then he can counter with a bow to get rid of her immediately, and that gets rid of one of the bigger threats right away. We might be able to do the same thing with Talon if we leave someone here. That would be better for Mince in the sense that he has good defense. But we could do it with Krinya. She'll be fine. Yeah, okay. That's the plan for those two. Okay. So then... I think Tassel might be able to kill this guy in Kanto. Right? Kanto plus. And Vermilion can probably kill Encanto. And that leaves just one that we didn't kill on turn 1, which is better than I was expecting. So let's see if this works. It looks like we'll probably manage. These guys are not very strong. Now, I didn't ever check the math here. So, you know. It was a nice idea, but that's not going to work. On the plus side, she doesn't move, so at least we killed the other things. Alright, so then... Chicken still has to move, because that's where Talon's going to throw a spear. We want Krinya in that spot with a defense item. So Vermilion... I mean, no, we cannot charge up. So, I guess... Okay, this doesn't do much. But we might as well attack with the Fury. And then we can Kanto down a square. Should be fine. Because she only had range 1. And I'm pretty sure the Hive will just spend its action summoning more Wisps things anyway. So, okay. And we might be moving far enough ahead that some of the scripting triggers and some of these enemies start moving. Because having them run to us tends to be in our benefit. Okay, so Krinya, you move up to here. You go... Yeah, that's fine. We can use the Shadow Flame to kill him. Then we want Francisca to get shot to death by Mince. We want Asiel to summon her log. Lindros is not actually doing anything this turn, interestingly enough. So this is fine. And this is where we want to end the turn too. So this is... yeah, flat. That means anyone can stand there, not just swords. And hey, getting 2 chicks and kills on turn 1, I'm very happy with. He's already up to 7 movement immediately. That's great. And then we make sure we've got a regular bow. I'm not going to waste the use of the Spellbane. It doesn't matter if we kill her as long as we, like, you know, do some nice damage. I think that'll make it safe. Okay, so that puts those 2 just barely in range. And everyone else can just move up. Between Mince is safe. So technically having Chalice up here could help a little. Although there is like some healing that we could maybe find a way to do. Remedy will work. But we have to move a little bit closer. This kind of puts Ellery in a slightly annoying position, but whatever. Gecko being healed up is probably worth it. And we get a level. Skill, speed, luck, defense. You know what? I was hoping for strength magic, but you got literally everything else. So, honestly, overall stats are still doing great. Alright, so yeah, I said I was going to put Chalice here. We're not going to be doing Silence or Freezing yet. We're going to hold those for really dangerous enemies. And Asiel... gonna summon her log. I think she can summon her log and still Canto. I was thinking of having the log help move Lindros a little bit. Right? Yeah. So she can still get up. And then the log can do a little assistance and also make it to where I was going to put him anyway. And that just lets Lindros get a bit closer to whatever I need him to be to. I think I'll probably use him to help break this line. But I mean, the right side's pretty weak too. Maybe, no, I'm going to send him to the right. I'm going to send him to the right. Oh, can he attack? Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess, does she? No, she doesn't have any movement. Nah, that wouldn't have worked. That would have been a neat way to kill her on turn 1. Unfortunately, the modders probably figured that out. They knew I was going to try that one. Okay, enemy log is moving. Enemy Cyclops is fighting the ghosts. I didn't know they fought each other. That's neat. That's actually bad, because that guy gets to move again, and he might be able to reach us. Actually, no. I'm not sure they get all the skills and stuff. So it turns out weaken doesn't matter. Krinya still eats you for breakfast. Alright, they are charging. She did not charge. Maybe she recognized that she would die. Okay, this sucks. It would be very difficult to have predicted that one, because I didn't know they would attack the ghosts. Okay, they do self-damage when they summon. So, we got hit by the Crocodile Personal. You get the free move if you kill, which is, you know... yeah, maybe I could have predicted it, but I didn't, so... Anyway, we have to be very careful if we're in range here. Then we get hit by the AoE, which sucks. I really like some of these songs, but it's just hard to think when there's singing voices. We can definitely move up. Yes, 100%. We can go to there and deal with Pomelo safely. Actually, that might be the one I want to find out first, because if we can kill Pomelo, that opens up a lot of space. Let's see what it looks like. Not enough. What if we brave the mage? I think he's got too much defense. Wow. Well, we'll still hit him, but yeah, we'll need a little bit of help to finish him off. Evil Pomelo. Yeah, the weaken is not going to make much difference. Because his damage is low, but it's the AoE that's really a pain if I have people grouped up. I'm pretty confident we'll be able to kill those two anyway. Let's see how we can do this. Lindros, I think we start with you because you're the furthest back. Also, weird. There's some wisp on our side now. Doesn't have any eyes. It's strange. A blank from blank. Redacted to me and one of the redacted. There's a lot of soul here. Has some pretty cool swords, though. Spirit Slayer personal weapon. If you have this equipped, you basically have that miracle effect where you don't die. It's a 1-2 range, 0 weight, 10 might. She's got the curved sword. I always like those. She's got perfect constitution. Good strength, skill, speed. Good growth. She's level 13. She can turn into a ghost and move and ignore terrain, but she can't kill anything. So you have to stop being a ghost, and then she can maybe fight. But yeah, 15 movement. Did you notice? 15 movement. She can go wherever she wants. Like over here. And interestingly, she started right beside Ellery. Apparently has a support with Wisp. Whoever that is. Now, I'm not sure if the game ever 100% confirms it, but you can probably figure it out pretty quick. But I won't spoil it in case you're still thinking. I'll leave it for a chapter or two. Anyway, Ellery can't on her own do anything. We could pick her up and move her. But no, we're gonna try. How's your resistance and stuff? More defense than resistance. I was thinking you could just zoom over here and kill Pomelo, but you'd be in range of the mage, and he's gonna take half damage from first hit, which kind of sucks. Let's hold her turn for a second. I think actually no, this is easy. This is easy. I want Ellery to do a kill, like from here. Well, we can't go to there, but we could go from. Actually, I'm not sure. Hold on. Yeah, his guidance range is good, but not that good. Maybe I was thinking Lindros could, like, he actually cannot swap with the other mage. I was thinking bringing this guy over would be really good, but we can't do that without some dancing or something, and that's too much right now. So instead, I might have him swap with Evil Chalice. That lets Ellery refresh people and maybe himself. I'll think about it. We only get 3 of those, and it's definitely a nice way to break stalemates. Well, let's just deal with this group. Got 2 relatively easy people to kill. We've got to deal with Yvette and probably all these. We just need to deal with them all. Tassel will do lots of damage, and he's got a pretty long-range weapon. Maybe I let him deal with the mage on the right. Gecko, if she can kill again. That's not enough. Horses, weak to being slashed, as it turns out. I think I have more than enough firepower here to just blast through, so. Gotta be a little bit careful about those. Because if I put someone in range... and I don't think he gets the brave effect. Yeah, Riker doesn't get auto brave, so that's good. And Raylan doesn't get her skills either. It's only the personal weapons you've really got to watch out for. Now let me see if I can win swords. No. So if I go here, I'm in some risk. Now it's not much damage, but it can ignore defense. Is that what I want, though? Well, I could go there and get danced. Actually, that works out pretty well for me, I think. Assuming we can get the kill. It does seem like, is Gecko's... Her strength isn't that great, I suppose. She hasn't had... I have been complaining about that for a while, to be fair. Her strength growths have been a bit on the low end. So maybe this plan is not to be... She could kill the ship. But I don't think she's got a reliable way to kill the mage. I mean, we need 1 crit. I think this is like a 75% chance of killing, and we can dance and run away, I guess, if we fail. Let's just see. Not good? Better. Okay, good job. Gecko never would let us down. So she is in some danger zone. I almost wouldn't mind it as long as she was standing on the tree, but she's not on the tree. So I think I'm going to waste this flame because I might not attack with Oriana, but this is good for her to heal up. And it does mean that she's very deadly this turn if she attacks. But I don't think there's any way we can push into this next line. We're going to have to split them up, right? So for now, she dances, puts Gecko into safety, who can... I think she stands in the tree with the wind sword? She would have weapon disadvantage here, but... Or I could put her below and that'd be fine. But I was thinking I do want these guys to move. Be better if Gecko was at full HP, of course. And I'd rather she had the frying pan equipped for that avoid. Because if you put that there... Well, the plus speed and defense, whatever. It gives her a bit more survivability. I put her here. She gets all the extra forest defense. Interestingly enough, Pomelo can't do anything if she stands there. But we're not killing him either. But it's kind of funny. Let's think about that for a second. I do need to deal with all the stuff in here. And I'm running a little bit low on attacks. So... Some people can make it to the right to help. But not Chalice. I think Mince might just kill Francisca. I was thinking of trying to set up an Ellery turn with a nice refresh, but kind of feel like it's too much work for too little benefit. Actually, still not enough to get it one shot. Oh, that's too bad. Well, the longbow has better base might, so one shot is a one shot. Put them in defensive terrain, I guess. Don't have to worry. Yeah, nothing else is going to be too close on the north side. So as long as we can kill evil Chalice, we're fine. And sword. I think the sword's just going to do it. Sword really likes getting kills, I gotta say. And, I mean, it just happens to be perfect. So, that works. Okay, is there anything Lindros can swap with that would help? You know what? Wisp was originally going to do this. So I'm going to do this after all. To see how strong she is. Attack. She's kind of locked in, but... Yeah, she's strong enough. Spirit Slayer is way too strong. Curved Sword is overkill. Iron Sword gets the job done. Okay, good. That was my original plan. And then I did remember it eventually. So... I don't suppose she had a Vulnerary? She did. Alright, here we go. We're doing everything. Here, you can borrow my Slasha. I'll drink a potion. And that, I don't think she technically needed that, but I think between the frying pan and the terrain, she should be okay for this. I don't know. If she dies, I'm resetting, but... It should be okay. I do need to kill some stuff in the middle, but I think we'll be okay. Lindros, can you help? Should you help? Will you help? I think we move Krinya first. Yeah, let's just get rid of the Spirit Summoner. She's weakened, but she's still strong enough. And that deals with that. Now she's out of the way, which means this might be worth lunging. I think it's worth it. It also gets Evil Yvette out of the defensive tile, which is another benefit for us. And it gets Lindros up closer to where the action will be. We can definitely get a kill with Ellery. I'd like to stand here, kill with the flag, and then at least get a little bit of refreshing in. So the log might just help set this up. I don't really need to refresh the log. It's fine. Let me just test out how close we are. Oh yeah, we're good. No problem. Longbows do weigh you down a bit. That is always the risk of using the heavy weapons. Well, this refresh isn't going to do a whole lot, but it does give a little bit of extra movement to people. So, sure. To be fair, it doesn't help Asiel at all, so I'll just move her in advance. She does have that purge, which is nice to break a stalemate as well. I mostly just wanted to make sure Ellery gets a self-refresh so that she can keep moving. Otherwise, she can't help in the next group, right? So she's just going to move up. Might as well do a little healing on the way. Kind of a waste, could have just used a regular heal. I actually want Chalice to move over. I mean, she does exactly enough damage, sure. And I'll probably keep Basil over here. Alright, that just leaves the one. And then maybe we want to... conveniently, our Cyclops did use one of his rocks already, but there's a log coming for us. Pretty terrific. How do I want to deal with all this stuff? I mean, the ideal scenario is we kill it and get away before it can do anything, right? How much defense have you got? You don't. A lot of hit points? Yeah. Maybe we can kill the sword? Oh, easy. I think that's worth it, right? That's the last of his movement. Nah. Nope, he's fine. He's safe. He's safe. He's safe if we can get the Cyclops. Oriana doesn't move. The log is going to move. So I think Lindros is just going to kill the Wisp. Whatever this one is, if he can. Thankfully, Brave probably gets the job done. Sal's Surprise, not enough. Fireball is enough. Okay, 100% I'll take. Rather take that anyway. Good. We've already used our dance. I haven't attacked with Oriana, but there's not much you can do unless I set it up better. Oh, that's right. I was going to dance for a million, but I've already used my dance. Yeah, can't do that again. Okay. So we can't deal with this turn. That's too bad. Just want to see. We can actually kill him. And this gives me 2 tiles of Canto, so I can get to here. Which is safe. Sure. You know what? We'll do it. Yeah, I think it's better to get rid of the super long range rock guy, and then we can deal with the sword easily later. He just has such crazy range. Might as well get rid of him, right? Strength, great. Won't complain. Yeah, perfectly safe now. Cool. Maybe I'll plan to use the chicken on the right side after all. Now, it seems like we're a little bit weak over there. And that's it. I think Oriana has nothing to do, even though I buffed her attack power up. Hopefully Gecko lives, but I think we're all good. 10 damage, but not doubled. And 10 damage. Yeah, she was safe. Oh man, still no strength growth. Am I going to have to bench Gecko because she's just getting cursed? What's her growth rates, right? Like, she started at level 1, so she had 15 level ups. She should have gotten about 2 out of 3. So she should have gotten about plus 10 strength. Now, if she started with 2 strength, she's on pace. But I think she started with more than 2 strength. She probably started with like 6 or 7. I'd have to go back and look at the videos. I think she has been just absolutely cursed by strength. It's really rough. like, she's still a good unit, and her magic is, like, you can use magic swords, but it's not that much better than strength, and I'm kind of limited on those a bit, so yeah, it's tough. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. My sword has 8 movement. That's getting pretty good. Enough to, like, hit that dude and then, like, move back here. Probably. Which dude is that? That's the basil version? Yeah. Just for science, I want to see what it looks like. Oh, but you couldn't move, right? It's the other one, the whirlwind that lets you move again. So if we do that, we're committing. And we do not want to be in Rahija's range, I don't think. Because if she's using the stabber... Well, no, she doesn't have the skill. She has a lot of skill, but she doesn't have the auto-crit skill. Now, we could get to their... We could use the ley line on someone to get a boost. It might be better just to... I don't know what... Let's talk right side first. I don't know what I want to do. Tower's a bit scary too, very strong. And he's got that Mansplitter, which... Don't think it's 25 damage, because he could do 17 more. He could do 42 damage in one hit. But it might be worth trying to lure the evil gecko down. But that's a lot of crit again. Now, some of my units have accessories that make them immune to crits. It's a bit dangerous. Gecko, can you... No. Francisca? Probably not. Actually quite close, but... Birds don't count as horses. We know this. Well... It's going to be a little bit tough to crack through, at least in a short time frame. I do want to check the valley for visits. There's an evil justness. Not justice, just justness. I think I want Tassel to go for the sword. Yeah, just one use of a longbow. That's a good deal. Don't have to worry about him. I think we're going to keep him in the middle. It does give me a lot of flexibility in the middle area, because we're pretty safe to move up there. Krinya... Trying to decide who needs help on the left. I think we just fireball here. It's probably weak to fire. It should be. It's a tree. Alright, done. And safe. Now we do have the dance ready. Okay, mince. It's got the chef's brew. That's great. Let me see. So, like, there's probably a way to kill here and then get away, right? We could definitely kill... Count some squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is not enough. And then she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not enough. So we can't do that maneuver. But if Oriana dances from here, I think this will be fine. Like, we're not going to do this map minimum turns or anything. That's fine. But this, I think, is very safe. Now we can kill here and canto away. As long as I did the math correctly. Or get a crit and don't need it. Then, well, I can't see it as long as this one's here, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, counted correctly. Okay, so now we just need to deal with Raylan, which we will do. She's got a range 1 weapon, so I guess she's got some resistance. Seems like the enemy Raylan's a lot better than my Raylan. I know her stats aren't amazing, it's just, it's funny that's what's the problem. Wow, Wisp is pretty good. Maybe we should be using Wisp. I mean, I could give this to Slash it to Gecko, but I think she wants to heal. Okay. It's fine. Just get a little bit of self-healing in. I don't use these vulneraries really very often, so... There's no healer over here just yet. We'll do this instead. I don't think I want to risk Tower getting an attack. We want to kill him on our phase, right? We do not want to give him a chance to do 42 damage. So then the left side is a little bit trickier. Maybe we just lure one down. Time has 1-2 range, so no matter what she does, it's 1-2. Her best attack would be 5 might, but you have to be careful about our magics. No, she doesn't have the skill. Okay. You have to watch out for the plus 50 luck. And it does have 50 crits, so she could definitely crit us. It'll actually do less damage because her magic sucks. So if she does use this, the worst case scenario would be 10 base damage. And she gets no magic bonus, so I think it's 30 damage minus res. So as long as you've got somewhat passable resistance, I think that is tankable. This guy would be good, plus blocks crits. Okay, we got it. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to move him up. That would be in range of this one as well. Is that a problem? Basil V, Basil V. Basil? Is that what his name was? This guy. As long as he's not in the way of Rohija, I think he'll be fine. Yeah, I'll put him here, a little bit closer, so we can move up a bit more. And I'll leave him with... They're going to do magic damage. Probably at range 2. So, like, I could have Leech equipped, but they'll probably just stay back. One of them might be dumb enough to get close. Because one can attack at range 2, but the other would have to move up. Alright, and then that... We don't want to stay adjacent to him, so... Oh, we could put... Sword can go to the lava, so we just try to move up as much as I can. Just so we can make a good rush next turn. And I think that should be more than enough. The rest people can move to the middle. To be fair, the Silent Staff would have been one of my solutions to this problem, but I think we'll be okay. I like to... I mean, I just hoard those because they're always too good to use. But no, the staves that put things to sleep and manipulate enemies are just... They're really, really good. They're so good that it's hard to want to use them. So let me see if my math is good. 4 damage, nothing. And she does move, she does attack. 0 damage, and we technically heal back anything we missed. Okay, 35% accuracy. Well, so much for that. But we took no damage, so... Another log. Looks like we're doing just fine. Alright, so... I don't think we're going to quite make it into this group this turn, so the trick will be to stay out of Mince's way, or maybe to lure just him down. Yeah. So we want him to stand here and attack this tile to someone who has defense. That will be maybe Francisca. She does technically weapon triangle him and has some defense. So let me get that spot ready. Top of the stairs on the right. We want to counter him. And she's... I mean, I didn't do the math, but I'm very confident she'll be okay. Famous last words. And then... we just gotta get this kill, which we should be able to do. Maybe... see how Mince does. The slasher would kill. Might take a counter. We could go curved sword. Yeah, that's such a good weapon. If someone's got an axe and you can quadruple the weapon triangle, maybe you should. I kind of would like that sword. They can share. Here, you have that. I'll take the... You can keep the slash. I want that curved sword back now because I got the Lance Reaver. These two make a pretty good combo. They got a lot of good swords. All right. Who can... How is this tile dangerous? Is it... Oh, the log? No. Ah, I missed this one. The Bard has super long range magic and will move. The good news is that the super long range magic doesn't do very much damage. 8 magic damage is not going to change the math, I don't think. Might get... No, you can't get double with a song, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no doubling with songs. So, not that bad. We should be okay. Okay, let's deal with the middle. So, we probably want to lure the Trobarits down. We do not want her to be getting... She doesn't have the skills, so she does not get an auto crit. So she's okay. I mean, it does do a lot of damage. 31... Was that defense ignoring damage? No, just targets defense. So we want to lure her down with a defensive unit. Cranium would probably be good. Sure. We'll just deal with this. It's simple. And that's all we're doing on this side? That seems a little poor. But I guess we're just getting in position to rush up next time a little bit more. I don't know. Oh, I can't forget these switches. Let's do the switch. Switch pressed. Just like forgetting to what did I do on that last map where I didn't seize all the thrones in the town defense map? All right, Tassel, can you make it? Not really. So the danger on the left side will be Rohisia. Honestly, the danger in the middle too. So probably good to plan her. We could try to go super aggressive. It's a kill. But that means that we know Tassel can actually kill the sword pretty good. Because he counts as a flyer. Whether you believe it or not. So that would be bad for him. Unless we rescue him back. Which, we could do that too. Who could... Okay, if we're at range 2... of Rohisia, then she has to use the Fancy Stabber, which cannot crit. She doesn't have the auto crit, so she's not as deadly, but like she is going to double pretty much everyone. So it's 15 damage times 2. We want some defense. I think Mince will be fine. We just need to put him like here, so he's pretty well safe, and then don't let him take any damage, or at least nothing scary. Also, he's probably better off with the Sword Reaver. We might be able to pull that off. Okay, hold on. Basil, my boy, you didn't do a very good job killing these wizards with your 35 hit rate. This thing, 50 luck is effectively 50 avoid. Yeah, that's annoying. There's no way to fix that, is there? Like, I just have to kind of get lucky. And I have to be careful. Is that worth it? Probably. We even got the dodge. Alright. Yeah, killing evil time is actually surprisingly hard here. We need something that works on mages. I mean, that would one-shot her if we hit. Or we could do the one that never misses. She doesn't... Oh, we don't have... I don't think she could use it. There was a tome that is never miss, but I think it might have been a higher rank than she could use. So, do we try to torment? It's one chance to definitely kill. Obliterate is one chance that needs a crit, so let's lower. Lightning sucks. Shine sucks. I don't really want to mess with Purge. All right. Well, we will try slightly better than a coin flip. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Do you have anything you can do, Ellery? I mean, you can give us another chance. No, she has to kill to get another chance. So, I mean, we have another 50-50 to kill with taking no damage. Oh, you know, I should have moved the log over because that would have let me double with my wizard, and then that would have been 2 chances. Doesn't need it. We just need 2 chances like that. Okay, now we need Mince here and no one here. So can we kill at range, please, sir? Yes. Good, and Basil gets a level. Come on, Basil. Skill speed, fine. And then we want to stand here. I could equip a bow, but I'm actually going to equip the Sword Reaver because that'll protect him a bit. The bow would let him counter, but it's fine. Okay, so I think that's all I do on that side. I actually... Oh, the tree... Actually, no, we could have got the tree here and Asiel here. It would have been fine. But this is okay. Alright, I think that's it for this turn. I'm not planning on doing too much more, I don't think. Just those 2? Okay. Alright, the Bard came in, that's fine. Can't even do any damage, yeah. Nothing to worry about. This one was decided, we planned that one. So that was good. He's moving, chicken's coming. Alright, that's alright, that's alright. The good news is I actually wanted the chicken to fight the chicken, so that's easy. The log blocked my strategy. There's a lot of trouble up here. Let's save that for after we do the slightly easier side. Well, definitely easier side, to be fair. Sure, this will just help a little bit. Ease off the middle group. Gives him another kill. Okay, so whoever we move to Tassel, if we're on the right... As long as we're below him, we're okay. So, like, this would be fine. Yeah. Give me your gold bow. Or at least give me your experience. Yeah, you know, that's good level. Krinya. Krinya's a beast. 25 strength. 19 speed. Like, she's even getting really speedy now, too. That's not guaranteed, I don't think. I mean, we can zoom all the way up there. We could, yeah. I might have to just try to find a way to kill everything, because I can use Lindros to switch. Maybe kill with Chalice. Tassel can certainly get up there. These guys aren't going to be doing much, so maybe best case scenario is Ellery kills from here. If we can get her down to 20, or get her down to 11, that is, if I can deal 20 damage. Let me just see what that's looking like. That'd be 14. 15 if we hit. That's exactly enough if we hit. Sure, go for it. Very nice. Okay, and then we just move people. We even hit the switch conveniently. And that helps us move to the left a little quicker, although it's probably not that big a deal. But sure, might as well maximize if I can. It means we can check more of these houses, you know. But Mince can swarp, and someone else can zoom up a bit. Tree can't really do much. I say that. Tree could still help. Alright, I'll think about it. I'm actually going to put a save down. Ideally, we need to kill everyone that can move. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Tassel can kill Raylan easy enough. Chicken should kill Chicken. Dance can chicken another one. That leaves 3. I think we can do it, especially if Gecko gets a kill. Not a lot of damage. What about even here? Her DPS. Actually, damage per hit. Okay, she gets that. So we can stand here, kill the tree, and keep moving. I think that'll work. Wisp. Who am I going to dance? Honestly, dancing the chicken probably sounds like the best because the chicken is so fast. Alright, deal with enemy chicken. I mean, I don't even really need to use Astral Strike. Feather Fury easily gets the job done. What are you that is so similar to my existence, Bluebird? Is this the meaning of my journey to overcome myself? Very well then, there is no foe that is more worthy. Well, that was yourself. 6 XP. True strength can only be found in overcoming oneself, so I expected a little less literal interpretation. My power grows, my ascension draws closer. Soon this mortal realm will no longer be able to contain me. So I did see this in a spoiler somewhere, but I missed it when I played, because I didn't use Vermilion last time. So now we have Promoted Bird. What does that do? He's a fledgling. He gets 2 strength, worth it. It does probably mean he'll level up a little bit slower, but 10 strength. Cluck, cluck. Alright, so someone still has to kill the log. The plan was for Gecko. No, the Gecko was going to kill the log. Yeah. Gecko goes for log. That gives her a refresh. No one else can refresh on this side. So Wisp can really only get to the Bard. But we might as well, and it's kind of near the end of the match anyway, so we might as well use the Spirit Slayer here, whatever it does. Looks like it summons some spirits. Or ice at the very least. Get out of here, you dumb Bard. Alright. Then we really don't want to end our turn in that range. Can... we also want to be a little bit careful. I mean, we probably want to kill that one as well. I'm thinking, especially if she was dead, we don't have to stand here. We could probably make it to here and move out of the way, or at least move a little bit out of the way. That's easy enough. In fact, we could do that right now. So we can use Vermilion to kill, I think, the Scholar. Tassel to kill the Pegasus. I think it's going to help if we can get rid of Asiel. That does leave enemy Krinya, although oddly enough. Oh no. Well, that's weird. Oh, it's not Krinya. It's enemy Ellery. She's got the Fenyon. I think we might just Flame Sword here. Yeah, it's fine. Just less thinking. And then Gecko didn't actually have anything she needed to do the way this worked out. All that work for her extra turn, didn't even need it. This'll work just fine. Sorry, evil Ellery. You dead. And we got S-Ray. Nice. So now we can use the legendary swords if we want. We can probably just do this. Actually, we're short by 2 damage. Spell Cleaver? Knew there's a reason I brought the special weapons, right? Right? I didn't totally forget about them. Alright, it looks like we've done what I wanted to do. Stay out of range of the dragon. Maybe try not to waste my best weapons if I can help it. Oops. I mean, there might have been a way to even kill Krinya this turn. But, as long as we can Canto a tiny bit, and I'm almost 100%, I mean 100% sure, yeah. We do need an actual kill here, though, yeah. Good job, my birds. Alright, looks like we got things under wraps. Unless I missed something. Did I don't think I stood on this tile yet, so let's do that. There we go. Now we can actually escape. I guess technically we don't even have to kill it. We just have to run past it and then we're done. But it's dumb. Alright, so I didn't need these guys on the right or on the left anyway. So that's fine. But I believe everyone does need to escape. So we do still have to move everybody one way or the other. Probably should do some healing on the way, I guess. Though. We'll deal with Krinya. Oh, wait, what? Dodge. Please dodge. What was that? What? How did it? It can move. Oh, I had so much spare movement. I didn't even think about it. It technically has one move. Oh, that's dumb. I've got to redo the whole stupid turn. I refuse to let Vermilion die for that. That is dumb. All right, let's just speed it. We already figured the turn out, so I'm just going to do the same thing. Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. That really hurts. All right, we got our level, got our promotion. Do some dance. Wisp was supposed to kill somebody. Yeah. It's all relatively automated here. Just don't get too close to the dragon. Oh, I did the spell cleaver. I remember that. Is that even safe? No. So we can't... yeah. So I actually left a couple people in range. It's fine. There's going to be a way to back that up in a second. Hold on. I'll figure it out. I have confidence in myself. Let's just clean this bottom set up. I set it all up for Ellery last time. It really doesn't matter. Does anyone really need the XP? Asiel? Sure. Looks like you're going to need some help. Sure, just shoot. Shoot and move. Is that enough? Sure, maybe. Good enough. Doesn't look like a very good level up, but it got us the switch, and that's all done now, so fine. Alright. So left side's done. I need to deal with Tassel. Who did that last time? Krinya? Pretty much for sure was her. I think I was worried about enemies moving over, and that was not a problem. She got a really good level up again, as usual. Alright. So... Sheesh. Gotta move over one more, and then we can get to here. Was that safe? Yes. At least I'm pretty sure. We can use longbow. Flyer, move out of the way of the dragon. Okay. And the stupid thing is that I know Vermilion has enough space to get out of the range. I just didn't... I was thinking 3 tiles, right? Because that's what my Krinya can do. I mean, we could see if we could just kill it. Yeah, I mean, obviously not that easy. Need a little bit of help. Maybe with a empower or whatever it's called on the chicken. That should be good, right? The plus 10 damage that we can use as a spell. Or the ley line, something like that would probably just... Yeah, that'd be pretty good. So unfortunately, I left a melee unit to fight here, Ellery. Probably should have actually had Francisca throw an axe at her, and that would have probably done it safer. Gecko can't do it on her own. But I'll still do the damage. Because I'm pretty sure all I need is to use is Lindros. Like, I had the backup. Never needed to use them, so we're good. And, I mean, there's not many people left that can attack, but we're okay. Wonk. Good level. And, I mean, this is not what we're going to do, but just wanted to see. Actually, you could end turn like this. Like, this is I don't know if I'd call it high level strats, but 2.0, like level 2 Fire Emblem strategies, you certainly don't need to do it like this. But instead of attacking, because if I get hit twice I die, what you do, and I don't do this very often because this is a level of strategy that you generally don't need. Well, he actually was smart because he moved, but it kind of works in our favor anyway. The idea is if he attacked, we would have countered and done damage. But I forgot it was range 2 only. If I should have left the Thunder equipped, I would have done a little bit of damage. But the fact that he moved, honestly, might even be better, because 3 defense is not trivial, so... also, never mind, that's like 13 defense swing. That was a huge improvement. Thanks for being dumb. Don't suppose Krinia has anything for killing herself. Oh, I used all of her Shadow Flames. Well... she can still kill herself. Let's see what happens. Maybe there's a dialogue? No. Not even. Ah, well. I think the way that all went down, I did not trigger that one. And then that should be it. Okay, well. I had to reset one turn because the dragon moved that I didn't think should be allowed to move, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I'm just glad the game autosaves every turn. It would be a lot worse if you had to start from the very beginning of the chapter. I mean, it's kind of what save states do, if you have save states. You know, we could check all these tiles for, like, visits and stuff, but... I don't know. That's the trouble with secrets, you know? If there isn't something relatively obvious to find, then, like, nobody finds them. And if it's obvious, it's not that good of a secret, right? So... it's definitely a balancing act for what makes it interesting or not. Can the sword fly over here? I just wanted to double check. I thought that chasm looked suspicious, but apparently it wasn't suspicious enough, so... I don't see anything on the map that makes sense to me. So let's just go. Have you guys figured out who Wisp is yet? Just sort of randomly showed up in this weird distortion. Very strange. Somehow knows Ellery, but doesn't talk to her. There was no talk command. I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if it said there was a talk. I could be lying. If there was a talk, I'm sorry. Alright. Let's just escape. Looks like another pretty long episode. But that's okay. Definitely one of the weirder chapters, honestly. Just kind of surprise. You had a agenda, you had a plan, something you wanted to do, but never mind that. We're gonna just take you on a sidetrack down into the underground where you fight a mirror clone army of yourself. Not really part of the main story, even, I don't think. Anyway, done. What happened to you guys? The miners have been out for hours. We're honored y'all personally came to save us, but it was just a delay, a minor delay. That doesn't make any sense. It was a single tunnel. How could dozens of people miss each other? That's a network of caves. Did you all go down a side entrance? Maybe you just got lost in the dark. I'd swim across the ocean. I'd rather swim across the ocean than go down one of those holes. Probably safer too. But there were no other no matter. Glad you're safe. Will you join us to fight for Irindi? Of course. We'll do whatever we can. Well, your loyalty is welcomed. We'll make preparations for our assault in the morning. So soon? You seem rather confident in our victory. I thought the thoughts weren't enough to sneeze. BlueAnkylo sneeze, no? Ooh, it's the worst when you have a sneeze that doesn't sneeze. I thought them enough to have a good grasp on our odds. Besides, some contacts should further tip the odds in our favor. You're the expert, I suppose. If you need any extra provisions for alcohol for your crew, I'll be here. I'll skip the second offer for obvious reasons, but I could use the food. Come on, you don't want to get all the team just inebriated? What was that? Archsage Nerissa. You must understand what happened, right? Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm clueless. No amount of knowledge could explain that. They were just illusions defending the ruins of an old world. Ones that imitated our appearance, nothing more. But they bled, they screamed, and... oh, Ellis. Their familiar mannerisms, the way they communicate with each other, details of their arms, armor. I remember how not me bled out on the ground. If I were to die, is that how I sound? Between the stress and the fumes, your mind was playing tricks. It's for the best if you just leave it like that. I'm inclined to agree. Better just forget that chapter even happened. And also, Irindi should probably take his mining operations elsewhere. That can't be right. There must be more to it. This can't be happening. Do you really want the answers, Lindros? Lindros. Wake up! Meanwhile, I'm sick of dealing with riffraff. Are you something resembling the leader of these masses? In a sense. Who are you? We don't see many knights out here. Could you be... Oh, her. We don't see many knights out here. Could you be from the Iron Realm? Nah, I see you've got a fraction more brain power than your partner here. Not that it means much. What business does one of Jeziel's knights have? I will not be addressed as one of Jeziel's knights. I am Sir Secundus II, the Sacred Spear Captain of the Say, get on with it. What's your matter? Silence, worm. I am Sir Secundus II, the Sacred Spear Captain of the 2nd Battalion of the Glade Gallants, Slayer of Wilfred the Wicked, and chosen of His Highness Prince Jeziel the Just, himself as envoy for the populace. Yeah, that didn't mean anything. I still don't know what you want. I couldn't expect some commoner to understand. You probably can't even write your own name. But I will explain things clearly to your small and feeble mind. Your buffoon of a chieftain decided to interfere with His Royal Highness's righteous war against guild scum. He has been crippled and imprisoned. But peace? Why should His Royal Highness abide by some rules imposed by those beneath him? His Royal Highness declares that Irindi will stay out of this conflict, or your chieftain will be headless, and the Glade Gallants will burn your little hovels to the ground. Sir, we were told to resolve this as peacefully as possible. You have not been educated like I have, sir. The only way to properly deal with these ants is to put the under the boot. Is this a joke? Why would Orin interfere on the guild's behalf? Yeah, show us some proof. You only got your word for it. My word should be enough for the likes of you, but I was provided evidence. Well, that's his lance. It's really just a stick. I would give this to you, but you clearly have not given me the respect I'm due. So, I think it's a penalty as an order. And any disobedience will see your chief broken in half, just like his precious lance. You. What is happening? Sir, the crowd is looking real angry. I think we should leave right now. Oh, you've much to learn, young Tertius. A stern hand is required to keep these simpletons from getting too uppity. Yeah, but they've got bows. We're on flying units. We take a lot of damage from their little puny wood bows. I've wasted enough time here. Let us depart from these foul-smelling cretins. Yes, sir, I would like to live. I come from the mainland capital, and I've never seen anyone that ridiculous. Was that really not a performance? I don't want to believe it. I very much wish it was a performance, so that Orin... But I wouldn't put it past Jeziel. There's precedence for their ego, and for breaking agreements they consider lesser. Well, you warned me of the guild, yet it would be this Iron Realm that took action. At least we know Orin lives. He will, if we agree to their demands. As much of that Sir Secundus is how he is. He did not demand anything outrageous, just our neutrality and their private spat between the guild and the Iron Realms. You really think they're sticking to that promise? You just told me they break agreements. And we've just seen the agreement they broke. I cannot gamble with Orin's life. We have little to gain from entering the conflict. I'm sure they have as little to gain from sitting back a corpse. Honestly, they're just going to try to conquer Irindi if they win this fight. I may have heard little of the Iron Realms compared to the guild, but I know Prince Jeziel of his flight from the mainland decades ago. If stories of his behavior ring true, we cannot let him get it his way. What do you suggest? We cannot possibly support the guild. That's utterly ridiculous. I only see one option. We have to wait until they return Orin. Yeah, we'll have this talk later. Everyone, grave news, but the chief would not want our morale to be affected because of him. Tomorrow we march towards Inan, that is, show the Salt Sworn the price of messing with Irindi, and then we'll probably mess with the Iron Guard, because we've riled up a whole town full of murderers, and now someone has kidnapped their chief, and I'm just predicting that maybe after conquering one town, we'll probably want to conquer the other jerk town, because they're also jerks. So, yay us. Probably. Why did you want us at such a late hour? To discuss our next move, given what happened. The Crescent really going to war? I thought we were pushing the boundaries. Yeah, we should mess them up like we did the Salt Sworn. Exactly. Nobody screws with us and gets away unscathed. Yeah, I'm getting to that. I'm but a simple spice trader. Seems out of my league. Yeah, let them duel. If the guild takes a hard hit in this war, all the better. Ideally, they fight to a standstill. But look here. This is the updated information I've received from the Great Persimmon. Oh, they made a big alliance. Bigger alliance than I thought. And monsters? I am not literate. Could you explain? The long and short of it is that the Iron Realms launched a devastating initiative. It is possible the guild cannot recover from the surprise and will be consumed. Oh, that's good, right? We hate the guild. Did you not see the messenger? There's little doubt that once they beat the biggest competitor, they'll just want the whole coast. With how that one knight treated us, do you think we'll be any better off under their reign? Irindi's on the opposite side of the coast. I don't know. But that knight guy, he does seem like bad news. We don't have the manpower to conquer those titans of the Crescent. But we can tip the scales enough that neither the guild or the Iron Realms can score a convincing victory, weakening them both for us to enter the scene. Why not invite Nerissa to the discussion? She'd be the hardest to persuade to enter the mess. The Archsage is far too influenced by her feelings to see the bigger picture. With Chief Orin out of the picture, and the Crescent heading towards all-out war, we need leaders willing to take action. That's why I'm asking for your support. Hold on. That seems a little abrupt. Very direct. I speak not only of this matter, but of the direction Irindi must take in general. Waiting for the dust to settle will make us pawns of the victors. We must take action. Well, you're a brilliant warrior, Captain. That's what we need. You have my support. I like you a lot. You know that, buddy? You're a good dude. Archsage Nerissa has done a pretty good job supporting Orin, I say. She's done a lot for Irindi. Yes, in peace. But this is not peace. Now is the time for war. Her aversion for Irindi to take action will cost us in the long run. I will ask what Spices is too polite to ask. The Archsage is an outsider, but so are you. Why should Irindi follow your leadership? Because I can win. I've scored many victories in less than a year than most have done in a decade. Could Irindi have so easily obliterated the Corsair Coven without my efforts? Maybe. Prowess in battle does not represent a clear mind. Unlike the Archsage, I'm aware of my own limited knowledge regarding the Crescent, and will take decisions from those qualified. Such as you, Dune, of the old bloodline, of the first settlers, and you, Spices, who let gold flow into Irindi, and you, Guardsmen, who really embody Irindi's courage. Yeah! The Archsage's stubbornness does infuriate me, I admit it. You think highly of me, but I don't have that much to do with Irindi's affairs. What of the John clan? What of the guild? What when the guild inevitably invades Lake El? How will you help them if not without the might of Irindi by your side? How do you know about that? I made a clean start years ago. Bloody John disappeared from Lake El, and Johnny Spices appeared. Not a hard connection to make. I thought I hid myself. I split from my clan due to them answering to the guild, but surely they're just hired hands. Would the Iron Realms really focus on them? They've obstructed the Iron Realm from the waterways for years now. They're likely high up on the guild's priority to dispose of. I hope you're wrong. Even after all these years, I'd hate for my clan to be in danger. Of course, all of this rests upon if I can replicate my feats in Inan. If I cannot, you're free to forget the conversation. But I will prevail, and I will need your decision then. Now, let us rest for tomorrow. You make big promises, Seahawk Captain. Let's see if you can live up to them. I'm sure your choice will be the correct one. The only one. I don't need to wait. I've already decided. Thanks. Murder all our foes. Alright, well, maybe you guys can start to see where the story's going now. As Ellery is gathering up allies and friends to improve her forces and chances. Now we're getting more of the classic Fire Emblem experience where some sort of lord or lady starts building up an army and conquers half the land from some other evil invaders, supposedly. A little bit more morally ambiguous than a classic Fire Emblem game, but still, I think overall the story is okay. When I'm reading these aloud for like the second or third time, I'm just always going to be a little snarky. It's in my nature as a BlueAnkylo. I sometimes I have fun you know, reading things, seeing other people's work, and just finding little nitpicks and pulling strings and having a good time. It's all in good humor, right? I'm not really serious. I think, honestly, the story for this game that was built by, I'm assuming, one ROM hacker slash somebody who wanted to write a book, narrator type person, I actually think the story for this hack is better than most of the Fire Emblem games, like the mainland games that have real money put into them and authors that are paid to write stories. I actually think this ROM hack is better than a lot of those. And, you know, maybe the fact that they removed all of the support discussions helped, because I feel like, as much as I have always enjoyed support discussions in Fire Emblem, in later games they've really gone a little crazy in giving everyone supports with everybody, basically. And just the amount of dialogue between people trying to make it all interesting and just like jumping the shark, trying to do bigger and bigger and bigger over and over again. I really feel like it decreases the overall quality if you go too far down that road. Like, some of it for sure is great, but maybe this hack, by not spending too much time on that, you can focus more on the important things. And that actually makes for a better story. And I'm kind of leaning that way. I think the first Fire Emblem I was really disappointed in was actually like Awakening and then Fates on the 3DS, which were some of the games that made the series the most popular. And it's the one where they had the kids and the generations and stuff. But like, there's too many people talking to too many people, and every single unit had to have like a flashy entrance and a unique gimmick and whatever, yada yada, story beat. And then they had to have a dialogue with every other person with a unique gimmick. And it kind of got a little overwhelming. I'm not sure how to describe it perfectly, but that was honestly when I started disliking some of the mainline Fire Emblems a little bit more. Not that I don't play them and enjoy them, but I thought the quality was decreasing. Now, that's not to say that when I went and replayed eventually Fire Emblem 6, the first Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance that never was really in English, so I had to do the fan translation. 6 and 7, I guess no, it was really more 7, the Blazing Blade. The first Western Fire Emblem that was released was Fire Emblem 7, right? And I always mix up Blazing and Binding Blade, but one or the other. But like, if you actually paid attention to the story, like, it was just terrible. Like so many plot holes and inconsistencies, stuff that didn't make any sense. Okay, a lot of the Fire Emblem games have problems like that, let's just say, and not to mention the nonsense with Conquest and Fate's storyline. Anyway, all that to say, I'm very much thinking that this ROM hack story is comparable or better than most Fire Emblem stories. So if you're listening along 2 hours into my silly video, and you're like, Blue, he's just being nitpicky on all these characters he doesn't like. Well, I actually think they're better than most normal characters, and if it's coming from a place of love. Anyway, that's all. I've definitely rambled on long enough. Thanks for watching and listening, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you next time for some more Fire Emblem.